act some factors and are quite easy to use. So we created the idea of having a Flash interface, a few games, some exercises, not so judgmental, so that even though you have the scores and you can follow your own scores, or the teachers can follow their students' scores, it's not so important. I think the more important thing is to have some kind of cultural information. Let's see how this goes. And that is the last answer. So 96, not a bad score. In the main Moodle area, there are also some other items. In guides and information, you see a few links to tutorials. The teacher and tutor information has some basic theoretical background of the BeCult website. The idea is that the teacher can use this information while making his or her sample lessons, or if the teacher is preparing a 1 month or 2 weeks period of cultural preparation, then this information is needed in order to decide what part of the website the teacher can use. This information was written by Professor Martina Roth from the University in Berlin. For the students, there's also the European Language Portfolio, which is a tool that allows the students to have a written material about their linguistic skills. In the user guide, it's basically a guide on how to use the website. So there are different items, for example, how to use the learning games, or about communication tools such as chat and so on, or the different areas. So if you have some problems with the website, you can always go to the user guide. Then there are some useful links. So if you're interested in the German cuisine or virtual Finland, you can just follow the links and check some more information over the internet. Then there's, for the teachers, an interesting guide on how to use this software that we made the exercise with. So this is a multimedia manual on how to use the hot potatoes. These videos are Flash videos, so basically you should be able to run them in any machine. Also, for those people who want to make their own videos, there are the video scripts with the shooting guide. So if you want to make your own video, let's say in Spanish, you can do it. Now let's go and click glossaries. Before we discussed that the glossaries are word lists, but we can also make other items such as a recipe archive. In the recipe archive, anybody can write their own recipes here for people to comment. This is very useful for teaching purposes. Let's say that an Italian professional has written a recipe about some Sicilian dish. So the next thing is that the Finnish group makes their own version, and maybe they will ask their Italian colleagues to make some comments about it. This is very nice for cooperative learning, because for example, two different groups in two different countries can have a conversation. You can also add images, so basically the Italians can comment on, is the portion size good, or do you need to put more olive oil or whatnot. So if you want to add a new image, you just upload the image from your own hard drives and add it here for people to see. I think it's quite clever. Also, your favorite restaurants for people who want to go to another country. the young students can compare. If you click Chats, then you go to a normal chat window. At the moment we only have a general chat, which means that you can communicate between you and your student in another country. Very basic chat window. I'm sure everybody has seen these. Then if you click Downloads, it's another interesting item here. For people who have iPods and multimedia phones, then we have all of these different videos also in another format. So people can download them from the website and insert them into their own mobile devices. So they can watch the video with their iPods. In participants, you can see who are the users of BeCult. So there are 5 teacher status people and other ones are trainees. We probably will add more teachers later on. Then sometimes a user needs to change their private information. So for each user there is an edit profile link for just changing their profile, add their own personal images, change their passwords or check their private messages. In grades, people can check their own personal grades. This area is still under construction though. A bit too difficult. Before we finish this presentation, let's take a look at the European language portfolio. This is a common European idea for young learners who go abroad for their placements. So you can add your personal information and create your own language passport or even CV online. This is very useful also for the employers, because then they will see immediately what are the basic linguistic skills of the young learners. These are basically made with the European framework of different linguistic levels such as A1, A2, B1, B2. Our website is basically A1 beginner and A2 and B1 advanced.